What's up, guys? This is Joey with Hell Or Highwater, and you're watching Metal Nexus.
Joey, y'all just played a killer set today.
Thanks, brother.
How do you think things went?
It was awesome, man. I mean, it's always fun for us to be the first band on a stage because we really have to prove ourselves and make them come to town. We got to bring that energy from moment one. So it worked today.
Now I know you're in Chicago. You're nowhere near the ocean per se, but you rocked some Hawaiian shirts today.
Oh yeah, dude, this whole summer, which I think we might carry on to every summer.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we got this thing called No Bumma Summer. So we're out here just trying to bring our Cali vibes everywhere else and just have a good time. You know, we had on this last tour we had palm trees out with us. We had all these like Hawaiian lights and stuff. It was pretty ridiculous, but a good time. Yeah.
So like we said before, Vista's been out a few months now. How do you think fans have been reacting to it live?
Amazing. It's kind of blowing our minds. I mean, we sat on this record for a while, you know, and it came out at the right time, but you know, you never know what to expect, especially with us. We're kind of a new band, and it's been amazing, man. I mean, from the radio play to the people coming out to the shows, like, we're really starting to get to see some growth, and it's a blast for us. It's a trip, you know.
Now, do you think people that are familiar with Brandon and Atreyu come with expectations of what the music's going to be?
It's funny, we kind of all expected that to be a big push when the band started 6 years ago or whatever, you know, and it kind of wasn't. It was kind of like, you know, we've had to fight for every fan we've got, and people love it. You know, one of my favorite things, we all love Atreyu, they're our family, you know, those are our boys, but it's fun when someone comes up and they're like, oh, I liked you guys first, and now I like Atreyu. It's like, cool, it's like intermingling of people, you know.
Now,
yeah, it's awesome.
Album's full of powerful riffs, catchy choruses. It's really got a hook to it. Was that your main idea when you went in to start the whole band?
Well,
or did it just happen naturally?
It just kind of happened, you know what I mean? Like, we all come from different backgrounds, I guess, of music, but we've all kind of been centered in rock and roll, classic rock especially. And once we got this lineup together and started working on this album, it just kind of came, man. I mean, granted, we wrote 64 songs for the record, like start to finish. I demoed every track, like it was pretty nuts. But when we put the record together, it was like all of us were like, this is what we've always wanted a record to sound like, you know, with all of our respective bands and all we've done. So it's kind of like our life's work, you know. I feel like every band gets that one album where they're like, okay, this is it. We get 3 years to work on this. We'll never get that much time again. And I'm super happy with how it came out. So.
Now, you're not currently on a tour right now. This is a one-off date.
Exactly.
Right? So I think your last tour date with Black Maps, As Lines, and
Nothing More.
Nothing More was ended in May.
That ended in
May or June,
and then we were home for 3 days, and then we went back out on tour with Stitched Apart. We were out with them for 5 weeks, and that just ended a couple days ago.
So what's happening now between your next tour? When's the next tour kick off?
Next tour starts, we leave September 1st. We have a couple festivals on the way out to start with Nothing More again, which is amazing that they're taking us out. Those are our boys. But yeah, it's going to be Nothing More, As Lions, and My Ticket Home. That starts, I think September 18th or something is the first show, but yeah, that's a full US. And in between that, we're, you know, family time, all of us kind of have our side gigs, bunch of grown-ass man shit, you know what I mean? I gotta remodel my house for a baby on the way. We're good, yeah.
That's right.
Thank you, brother.
So I think this is probably one of the heavier festivals of the year.
Yep.
So is there anybody that was on this lineup today or the weekend that you really wanted to see?
Oh, we're gonna watch Meshuggah tonight.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. I mean, we're a rock band, but we're metalheads, you know what I mean? Like, I love Meshuggah. Zombie is always fun. I've seen Zombie 100 times and I never miss it, you know? Megadeth, I mean, every band playing is nuts. It's cool.
Meshuggah is perfection.
Oh, they're so good.
I mean,
it's just,
like, you know, a lot of bands try to tone things down in the studio so they can pull it off live.
Yeah, no.
Meshuggah, they go all out and they still pull it off.
Yeah, the fastest riffs of all time. Yeah, they're awesome. I love Meshuggah.
So I've seen also some piggyback ride action during the set.
We don't mess around, man. Brandon it's funny too because we're not on in-ears, so when Brandon bails, he'll go run into the stands 100 yards away. You know, he ends up hearing himself in the wedges, and he's like a half a second behind us. So we end up having to stare at Kyle, our drummer, and be like, "Oh shit, where are we at?" And you know, but it's so worth it, man. He connects with everyone. Get John on his shoulders out there shredding some guitar. It's a good time, man. We're just here to have fun.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You definitely made it a fun experience.
That's what I want to
hear. The whole psychedelic rock and roll type throwback sound that everybody's craving these days.
Headbang and have fun, man. That's all we do.
I definitely want everybody to check out Vista if you haven't already.
Please
definitely
do.
pick it up. Again, what's your next tour they can see you on?
We start with Nothing More, As Lions, and Buy a Ticket Home September. Sometime in September we'll be out, yeah.
Make sure to be on the lookout for it. You can find everything on Hell or Highwater online on their Facebook. Keep up to date. Make sure to see them live. It's a great experience.
I appreciate that, man.
Definitely appreciate your time, man.
I love it, brother.
Metal Nexus.